Hello. Today we are going to work out a length in a right angle triangle using basic trigonometry and using the method SOHCAHTOA. So today we will find the length of the sides in a right angle triangle using the SOHCAHTOA method, and remember to have your calculator on the degrees setting. So in order for us to use this method, we need one length and one angle of the triangle to find another side using trigonometry, and then we will use the change side, change sign method to solve. If you need a quick recap on change side, change sign, then please click on the link in the description for our change side, change sign video. So let's begin. Step 1, and we label the triangle opposite, hypotenuse and adjacent. Okay, so I'll just draw out a quick triangle here and we will have a go at doing that. Easier said than done, of course. Okay, so there is our triangle, and first of all I will label my right angle. So my right angle is there, and we're going to put our angle X there. So first of all, the side opposite the 90-degree angle is hypotenuse, the side opposite the X is opposite, and the other side is next to, so it's the adjacent side. Okay, so the next step is we write down the formula, and that's SOHCAHTOA. Sin x equals O over h, and that is from that one. Cos x equals A over h, and that's from the Ca. And the TOA means tan x equals O over A. Step 3, we substitute O, h and A into the formula, and step 4, we then solve. Okay, so let's go through a quick example. So the first thing that we've got to do here, step 1, is always label the right angle and the triangle. Okay, so again here what we've got is we know one length, and that one there's 5 centimeters, and we know one angle, and that one there is 35 degrees. So the first thing that we've got to do is to label the triangle. So the side opposite the right angle is hypotenuse, the side opposite the angle that we know is opposite, and the side next to the other two is the adjacent side. So in this case, what two sides are we interested in? And we're after the length of x, so we definitely need to know what O is. We also know that A is 5, so therefore it's O and A that we're interested in. Okay, so now let's write down our SOHCAHTOA. So SOHCAHTOA, and as we see here, O and A are of interest because O is x, and that's what we're trying to work out. So that one there's our x, and A is 5 centimeters. And also the angle is 35 degrees, so we'll just make a quick note of that. So 35 degrees. So now if we're after O and A, it's tan. Now step 3 is we substitute into the formula. So it's tan of the angle, and the angle is 35, equals x, and x is what we're trying to work out, and that's O, as we can see here. Opposite is x, and then it's over the adjacent, which is 5. So next we're trying to get unknowns on one side and knowns on the other, and if we put tan of 35 into a calculator, we'll notice that that is actually a number, so that is a known. So that's a known, the x is obviously an unknown and the 5 is a known. So we've got to circle the divider by 5, bring it over to the other side, and a divide 5 on one side becomes a times 5 on the other. So 5 times tan of 35 equals x. So therefore 5 times tan of 35 equals 3.5, and that's 3.5 centimetres. Okay, so your turn to now have a go at a couple. So here's your questions, and I will just put in the right angle just so it doesn't confuse you. So that's the right angle, and that one there's the angle. This one here, right angle, that one there. Okay, so that one there's the right angle, that one there's the angle. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to give you a hint as to how to label the first one. So the side opposite the right angle is hypotenuse. The side opposite the angle is opposite, and the other side is adjacent. Okay, so just pause the video and have a go, and then I will go through them. Okay, so question 1, and what we're after here is, let's have a look at a quick reminder of question 1. So question 1, the hypotenuse is 18 and we're after O. So hypotenuse is 18. So the hypotenuse was 18, and so the opposite was x, and the hypotenuse was 18, and the angle was 43 degrees. Okay, so first of all, we know O and H, or we're after O and H. We're after O and we know H, so therefore it's O and H that we are interested in. So which one, so, ka, or toa, has O and H involved? And it is so. So we know it's the S, which is sine. So it's sine of x equals O over H. The angle is 45, and the angle always goes with the sine, or the cos or the tan. Next, we substitute our opposite, which is x, in for O, and we substitute our 18 in for H. So now, on one side here, we're dividing by 18. So we've got to bring that across to the other side, and divide by 18 by change side, change sign, becomes times by 18. So then the working out becomes x equals 18 times sine of 43 degrees. And if you put that in the calculator, you get 12.28. So a big well done if you got that one correct. And now let's have a look at the last one. So here, which two are we after? So question 2. And if we label this triangle, this side here is hypotenuse because it's opposite the right angle. This side here is opposite because it's opposite the 61 degrees, and then this side here is adjacent. So what we're after is H has to be included, and also the adjacent has to be included. So it's A and H. So A is 9 and the angle is, okay, so let's have a look. So A was 9, and this one here is a slight bit trickier. Don't know whether you notice this, but so A is 9 centimeters and H in this case was X, and the angle was 61 degrees. So what we're after is either so, ca or toa, but the one has to have the A and the H in. So, it's not so because that's O and H. It is cos because that's ca, which is A and H. So then we substitute into the formula cos of 61 equals adjacent, which from the diagram was 9, over hypotenuse, which is x. So we haven't got a number on the bottom, but we've always got to take over the denominator. So we bring over the x to the other side, and it becomes divide x on this side. When we move it over, becomes times by x. So then it becomes x times cos of 61 equals 9. Now I know a lot of you will probably have brought over the 9, but then that would leave 1 over x on the right hand side, which makes it a bit awkward. If you ever get an unknown as a denominator, bring over the x first and then rearrange from there. Okay, so what we've now got, after bringing over the divide x to the other side, we've now got x times cosine of 61. Now cosine of 61 is a number, so therefore that x there is an unknown. Cosine of 61 is a known, and 9 is a known. So what we need to do is we need to bring cosine of 61, because that's a number, across to this side, and times by cosine of 61, when we bring it over, becomes a divide by 61. So then it becomes x equals 9 divided by cosine of 61, by change side, change sign, and rounded to 2 decimal places, the answer is 18.56 centimetres. Okay, so well done if you managed to get that one correct. And so that is our lesson on finding the length of a right angle triangle using trigonometry. If you have any questions, then please click on the link in the description and we are happy to help. Well done.